Want to increase your chances of finding the perfect property in this market where there is high interest rates, low affordability score for some buyers, and low inventories in some markets? Let's talk about it.
Okay, so it's a very interesting market that we're in right now, one that many of us have never seen before. So let's open this up by talking about who is buying now in this market and why. Boys, who's the first group that you see buying in this market?
Most buyers that we see buying right now are real buyers coming from other states, a change of scenery, weather. We have amazing weather down here. It feels like it's summer all year, and others want to just relocate and retire, especially from states that are a little bit cold during winter. So that's one type of buyer. And then we have local homeowners that want to either downsize or upgrade tenants that are renting now and are due to renew their lease. We are also seeing investors. So those are the type of buyers that we are seeing in this market, especially down here in South Florida.
Okay, so these are all the people that I'm competing with when I go to buy my dream home. So I am going to live in this home for a while, years. I think of it as my dream home. What are the things that I should be firm about? How should I be flexible? What things should I be flexible on? And what should I be firm about? What frame up how I should be thinking about this?
In real estate, there are three things that you need to look at before you buy or you rent. The first thing is location. The other thing you need to look at as a home buyer are the prices. Now, the third thing is quality.
Yes, and I think that one of the things that we forget as home buyers is that this is more than just a home, a roof over our head for us and our family. This is also an investment, probably the biggest investment that we're going to make. And we need to remember that this is an appreciating asset that is one of the most favored asset classes of professional investors right now, and has been for a long time. And we need to think of it in that terms too. Be very cold and strategic about it. Recognize that we can upgrade, downgrade, sell, rent in the future, and things will change with this. So we need to be a little bit flexible and see this also as an investment and an appreciating asset, right?
That's correct. I have a couple of tips for you guys. Home buying is not easy. It's very tasking. The number one tip for all of you is to start your research early. Don't start looking next month if you need to move in 2 months' time. Start looking 6 months, even 1 year. Research agents' websites. Start looking at the prices in a particular desired area that you're looking into to get an idea and a feel of what a 2 bedroom would cost you versus a 3 bedroom. Be open to different neighborhoods. Okay. Just because your mind is set on a certain location, you got to be by the water. If you find something by the water or right on the water that is more than what you can afford, then you can still access the water if you pick something that is 5 minutes away. Prioritize your must haves. Every time I get on a call with a potential client or an existing client, I always remind them. I literally send them a form to write down their wants and their needs. And we always encourage you to prioritize your needs versus your want, because your needs are what you cannot do without. They're must-haves. Wants, you might get, you might not get. So have that written down. And then as you search, it's going to open your mind to more options and then figure out what works for you and what doesn't. Tip number 4, stay within your budget.
Okay, the budget, as I'm looking for a home, how do I even know what my budget is? There's a range and a number. How do I know what it is?
Okay, for my clients, I send them to my preferred lender, but you have the option of getting your own lender, and a lender would do a pre-approval for you, and they'll let you know if you're ready to buy and how much you can afford, or if you need to work on something.
Okay, and Floyce, what's the final tip that you have then for me as a home buyer trying to find my perfect dream home in this market?
Find a knowledgeable agent in your area. A real estate agent will help give you some valuable market insight on the areas that you're looking into and facilitate access to these homes that you are interested in looking at. They also help negotiate the best deal for you and guide you through the process of home buying from beginning to the end, so you don't feel alone and overwhelmed.
Okay, so let's talk about the takeaways, the top 3 takeaways for home buyers to find their dream home in this market and be flexible. Number 1,
Don't rush. Take your time and start looking early.
number 2, as a prospective home buyer, you have to do your research early and understand the market conditions and activities.
And finally, have your must-haves and prioritize them. Make a list of what you need in a home and what you want in a home.
Okay, and Floyce, finally, as a home buyer, where can I go to find more information and get started on this whole home buying process?
You can go to floorhomesandrentals.com and browse homes in your area, or you can go to YouTube at Floor Homes and Rentals and learn more about the home buying process.